The time is now. The time is now. The time is now. I'm Trent, and this is Vision Preparedness. The time is now. The time is now. Good evening, everybody. I hope everybody is having a fantastic Thursday, which is MAYHEMIC Thursday. There's still mayhem going on in the world, but we are going to survive and thrive MAYHEMIC Thursday. Welcome in, everybody. Ghost Lincoln, good to see you, my brother. I hope you're doing well. The Virginia Bushcrafter, welcome in, bro. Hope you had a great day today. Papa's Farm, good to see you. Devil Dog Prepper, my brother, good evening to you as well. Loving life, family. I'll say this, that video you guys did on a dental kit was to the moon and back. That was an awesome video you guys did. Folks, if you have not checked out the video of the dental kit that Loving Life did, you better go see it and take heed to their advice and everything that they teach in that video. Awesome video. Scott Hummer, good to see you, my brother, and congratulations on the job. Was praying for you, bruh. I'm so happy for you. And knock it out the box, bruh. Knock it out the box. Who else we got in here? Trish in Recovery. Good to see you. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good Thursday. Paper Buttons 19. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My amazing moderator from the Erie Coast, Mad Shad. Folks, if you haven't checked him out, dude, y'all need to go see him. And what he does on Thursdays is The Call. I'm going to just leave it at that and let him do what he does. Random JL, welcome in, welcome in. Happy Mac, my brother, good to see you. Oh, Joe Biden, good to see you. Good to see you. And he's eating ice cream. So keep it down, folks, while he drools and slurps ice cream. Fish Sticks, welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. There's my brother from another mother, Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. Bruh, I hope you're feeling better today. And I was jealous of the fort blanket. Dude, classic. So I hoped it helped. And if not, you were comfortable. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Who else we got in here tonight? Independent Mini United. Good evening and hello. Hope you're doing well, folks. Sit down. Come on in. Scooch over if you need to. Get your favorite libation. We're going to have a great conversation tonight on this MAYHEMIC Thursday. For sure. Who else we got up in here? Prepper Book Club. Good to see you. MAYHEMIC Monster Masters. There you go. I like it. And folks, we're going to have some MAYHEMIC merchandise here very shortly that will be available And of course, I will be wearing the first MAYHEMIC t-shirt that comes off of the assembly line and the presses. Robin Murphy, good evening. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great day today. Good to see you. Teresa, welcome in. Welcome in. Y'all come on in here. Make some room for the folks coming in through the door and let everybody sit down and get comfortable on this MAYHEMIC Thursday. Good to see everybody. I hope everybody's doing well today. Our topic tonight is, what is your no communications plan? No comms plan. What do you do? We're going to talk about that. Everybody should have a no comms plan. And you smart folks in the chat, I know y'all are going to be chiming in, giving some good advice, some good reminders and great things. And by the way, for all the content creators in the house, if you type the word vision, it will drop your link in the chat. Folks, if you have not checked out any of these great content creators, please do. Go check out their channel. Watch a video, leave a like, leave a comment. And if you like what they're doing, subscribe to their channel, because we all grow together, and that's what we do. That is what we do. Rip Curl Readiness, good to see you, my brother. Hope you had a good Thursday. And matter of fact, I hope there was no mayhem going on where you were today on this MAYHEMIC Thursday. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. Constitutional Carpenter, welcome in. Parabellum Prepper, good to see you as well. Ghost Lincoln says, I got my tin cans and string ready. There you go. That's one way to do it if necessary. So, that's how we do it, folks. So let's dive right into this topic. Come on in, settle down, and let's talk about what is our no communications plan. First and foremost, what is that? That is a plan that each of us have put together. And if you haven't, that's why you're here. And if you have, that's why you're here, to share information about your no comms plan. So here's what we need to do, folks. We need to put together a no comms plan in case of man-made disaster, natural disaster, whoever, whatever, whenever, and be prepared to be able to gather your family, your people, your tribe, in case there is something treacherous going on the planet that is absolutely mayhemic. So with that, we'll get into this. Let's do it, folks. So first of all, no comms plan. No communications are available. And let's just talk through this. And, so let's say there's an EMP. EMP, no cell phone towers. You can't pick up the phone, call the kids, call the wife, call the husband, and say, hey, where you at? What's going on? Maccabeus, welcome in. What is your plan? How are you going to be able to communicate? How are you going to be able to gather your people? And I say this, and I've always said this, if something goes down, it's going to go down either before noon or before 5 p.m., before everybody gets home and gets settled. That's my thought. I could be absolutely wrong. It could happen in the middle of the night. I don't know. But that's why we prepare. So with that, no communications. Let's just say cell phone towers are down or the grid is down, period. No electric. Can't call everybody on the cell phone. What do? What is plan A? And build your communication, your no comms plan based on the PACE principle. The theology of PACE is a primary, alternative, contingency, and emergency procedures. So our primary means of communications are our cell phones. What happens if cell phone towers go down? Then what? Grace Grinds, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're having a great day. And I've talked to many of y'all in the chat. We've talked about this. Jim Ketchum, welcome. Good to see you, my friend. Get on in here and get comfortable. Parabellum Prepper says, no comms is going back to a better time. Right. Didn't have cell phones. I grew up, there were no cell phones. You had to talk to folks. You had to go knock on doors. Exactly, Hudson Valley. Knock on doors. Where's my child? Right. Prepper Book Club says plan A is to work off ham radio or GMRS FS radios. Exactly. I agree with you, Prepper Book Club. Speaking of, I know I got plenty of them around here. Everybody should have a ham radio, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. Everybody in your family should have one. If the cell phones go down, ham radios will work. Have a plan, folks. Sit down with your family, put a plan together. If cell phones go down, especially, what if the kids are at school, wife or husband are at work or out and about? Does everybody in the family know your plan? Hudson Valley, knock, knock, can Vision come outside to play? Exactly. Yes. What toys would you like me to bring out with me, Hudson Valley? Exactly. Yeah. We got to do it. Yaya Cop, welcome in. Whiteside Tactical Solutions, welcome in. Everybody should have a ham radio, at least one. I say there should be one for every family member. This happens to be the Aubrey extended antenna. I think this is the 42-inch real, authentic Aubrey antenna. That's one of the things we did at the Bug Out Weekend. We gave away 6 ham radios as prizes, and I gave a bunch of them to guys and friends so that we can build a communications between us, especially my Ohio guys, and the surrounding states. Have a written plan for your family, folks. If something happens, the kids know exactly what to do. The wife knows what to do if you cannot make a call. Now, keep in mind, you may be able to get a text message out before you can actually get a phone call through to everybody. So, G Mama Grows, good to see you. Welcome in. A Resilient Dad, welcome in. Joe Morgan, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well today. KP, welcome in. Greetings from Louisiana, and I know it is hot down there again today. Good to see you, KP. Who was that? There it is. Love and Life says we're looking at taking a ham radio class. We have a couple, but don't know how to use it. Exactly. So, by the way, folks, in our description, hamradioprep.com is one of our affiliates. They have instructional information that will help you pass your test. And you can go over there and buy the study material. And if you use the coupon code VISION20, you will save 20% on everything you buy. Plain and simple. When I'm ready to get my license, I'm buying it from myself, and I'm going to get their prep material. Drake's, good to see you, and everybody else that came in. But folks, you may be able to get a text message out to the family that has a code word or a meeting place like Plan A. Everybody knows in the family what Plan A is. Go to it. Kids are at school. Parents are at work. The family is scattered. Know what to do. The wife knows what she needs to do. The husband knows what he needs to do. Whether or not that means go to the school and get the kids and get back home if possible, or have a meeting place that is close. Ask Teen 85, welcome in. Good to see you. Rip Curl Readiness said, when my kids buy their first car, they get a given an 8-watt Baofeng ham radio, a frequency book, and other things all in a Faraday bag. There you go, folks. That's part of their no comms plan. If something kicks off, they know what to do. That is awesome, Rip. Awesome. Modi Soldier, welcome in. The Prepared Irishman, good to see you, my brother. So, folks, know everybody has a role in the family when you invoke the no comms plan. Write it out. Give everybody a copy of it. Have it in your backpack, your purse, your wallet, your car, wherever. Jim Kitchen said, Trent, assuming it ain't an EMP and your computerized car ain't dead. That is true. Now, I will say this. I did purchase a EMP shield for my pickup truck. Will it work? No clue. It may not. EMP Shield is one of our affiliates. I bought one just to buy it, and I put it in my truck. Rather have it and not need it than need it and it doesn't work. So, Mediterranean Paradise Island or land, good to see you and welcome in. Hope you're having a good evening. Jim, you're absolutely right, though. If it's an EMP, now what, folks? Vehicles may or may not work. That's where the PACE comes in line, the PACE methodology, primary, alternative, contingency, and emergency. We all have to have a plan, and everybody in the family needs to know each and every plan. Ghost Lincoln said, my truck is not computer controlled. Right. Old trucks, I forget the year, 89, 87, trucks like that, technically, should run. I'm with you, Jim. I hope it works. Right. If it doesn't, I'm going to plan B and what needs to be done. But folks, these are the things we have. It's 87. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate it. 1987. Trucks 1987 and older have no computer chips in them, and they should run in theory if there's an EMP that goes off. Rip says we have the entire valley covered. Right. So, folks, your plans should be written out. Have your meeting places written out. So if you can get a text message out, if cell phone towers are working, but the phones are jammed, the lines are congested, can't get a phone call out, you may be able to get a text message to the family with a meeting place, code word, or whatever to get to. Grace Grind said, can I practice with it? What are you talking about, Grace? With the EMP shield in my truck or with the ham radio? Ham radios, Robin, EMP shield is a device that connects to your vehicle and to the car battery. And matter of fact, I don't even think it's up on our website, but you can email me if you want, Robin, visionpreparedness@gmail.com, and I'll send you more information about the EMP shield. But basically what that does is it acts, so when there's an EMP, it'll fry all electrical things that are plugged in and everything else. EMP shield will block that and trigger it so that it doesn't fry the circuit boards and all of that in a vehicle. And the chat is flying by because there are smart folks in the chat and everybody is talking, and I appreciate that. If somebody in the chat can explain in detail the EMP shield, let Robin know. But the shield will stop an electrical surge from frying the battery and circuits in your vehicle. Oh, okay. Grace says EMP with your truck. I can't test it. I don't have, and I can't create. Well, let me say this, Grace. So I don't get democratized or anything like that or get in trouble. I can't test an EMP with my truck. I'll leave that. Jim says, I leave a battery terminal off and put it on every single time I drive it in case the EMP can take out the electronic distributor modular. That's good practice, Jim, and that works. Yes, that is one way to do it. Ghost Lincoln said to protect a vehicle from EMP or CME, you need a carburetor and a points style distributor cap. Those are the old vehicles before 1987. Yes, exactly. Cassandra's South Fulton Garden, welcome in. Good to see you. Welcome in. Demody Solder says, Jim, poop, Jim. I have a hard time getting back up from tying my shoes. I'm with you. But yeah, that is a good method and good practice, Jim. Absolutely. So, folks, back to the plan. Your plan, if you cannot talk to your family members, everybody should know what the plan is, what happens. We all know that if there's an emergency at a school, they will do a school lockdown. When my son was in high school, I told him, if something goes off, something kicks off and they lock down your school, I don't care what you have to do, you get out of the school unless it's an active shooter. Then you stay in the school. I'm coming to get you. He knows if he can get out of the school, if vehicles are working, he knew exactly what to do and where to go. And now that he's in college, he has a bug out bag that's under his bed, that if something happens there, he knows what to do and where to go, and he knows dad will be there. And if not, he knows what the alternative plan is, and he knows everything in place there. So folks, write this down with the family. Talk. You got to put this plan together with everybody in the family and talk about it. I've talked with several people, and we all, talked about our plans for our family. You've got people at home, people at work, people at school, or just people out and about. What happens? You got to create a plan. Collect paper copies, write it down. Everybody in the family has a copy. Share it with the family and share it with your close friends and people you can rely on, that you trust wholeheartedly, that can help execute this plan or be part of the plan. And practice it. Practice your plan. That is the key. Oki Khan, welcome in. Welcome in. Right. Aston 85 said, written out plans with an area map. Right. Draw it out or use a map and say, here's where we're going for plan A. If you can't get here, get to B, whatever the case may be. Folks, write it out, write it down, make sure everybody knows exactly what's going on, and practice it. Take a Saturday and say, everybody goes out, and, if you have kids that are driving, go out. Send a text to the whole family that says whatever your keyword is and execute it. Execute the plan. See how it works. Got to practice it. Household information, if you got to go get somebody, make sure that you have papers on you that can identify your husband, your wife, and your kids, in case you have to go to school to get them. And of course, schools, they should know the parents, but who can pick them up, who cannot, especially if you have little ones. Those are the things that have to be done. If you have people that you're relying on that are out of town that can help, include them in the plan. And I'm not talking, 2 hours away, 3 hours away. I'm talking 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour max that can help. I have a child in school, in college. He's an hour away. So he knows what to do until dad gets there. And if I can get a message to him, and institute plan B for him, he knows what plan B is. These are the things we have to think about. Emergency meeting places. Indoors, are they at the house? Are they at a truck stop, a park, a landmark? Let everybody know this is where we're meeting. Yardbirds, welcome in. Good to see you. What are some of the items in your plan, folks, that you continue to put in place? Yes, Jim, I've seen Armageddon. Yes, and the day after. Absolutely. Yes. Great movies to watch, folks, to give you some ideas. Um, so Ascentine85 says, so how do you practice without drawing attention to yourselves? Well, if you're in a car and your family members all have cars or whatever, or they're somewhere, just practice it and don't go into a panic. If the kids are out and about or family members, say, here we go. Plan whatever, plan Z, go into effect. Everybody goes and meets up at plan B. You got cars sitting there. Everybody pulls up. Everybody's there. Dad picked up Junior from practice. Mom picked up Junior from wherever, or the girls, and they go. You meet up and just be inconspicuous about it, and then go about your business. Um, Plain and simple. That's how you can practice it, but yet without drawing attention. Um, Absolutely. Yeah. Mediterranean meditation. I'm sorry, forgive me. Meditation Paradise Land. Yeah, great movies. Watch them. Absolutely. Great movies whatsoever. Yes. Armageddon is a good one. And the other one with Harrison Ford, I think it's The Day After, where he went and got his son. Those are great movies, folks. You get some great ideas from those movies. Um, for example, tornadoes. Kids are at school, school's going to take care of them. At work, they got tornado plans. Uh, all schools, at home, everybody has plans. Fed Up American, another one of my great moderators. Good to see you. Don't worry about being late, bruh. You're here. Maccabeus says, Into the Forest is a great SHTF post collapse movie. There you go. The Forest. Absolutely. Lucky Dame Preparedness. Good to see you. Exactly. She said Escape from New York is good. Absolutely. Yes. Good to see you, Lucky Dame. By the way, Lucky Dame, Type Vision. Drop your link, folks. If you have not checked out Lucky Dame Preparedness, I'm going to just say it as always. She is the melodical voice of the preparedness community. I could listen to her talk and teach all day long. So, folks, that's how it goes. Frank Short says, get together at a state park or a regular park, someplace that would not be suspicious of a group of people being there. Excellent idea, Frank. There you go, Okie Aston team. Get together at a state park or a park, period. Yeah. Mid GA Preparedness. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're having a great MAYHEMIC Thursday. Welcome in. Welcome in. Again, all the content creators, type in the word vision. It'll drop your links. Folks, content creators you have not subscribed to, go check them out, please. They have great content. Leave a like, watch a video, subscribe to their channel. That's how we all grow. Nobody grows on their own. That's how we grow, folks. But again, make sure your plan is written down and everybody in the family knows it. A, B, and C. Base it on the PACE methodology, primary, auxiliary. I forgot where I was at. Primary, alternative, contingency, and emergency. There we go. My brain was moving faster than my mouth. So, folks, we got to do it. I've gotten together with our guys in Ohio. We've gone over some stuff. We've talked about some stuff. We're putting things in place that, if the stoop poop goes down, and we all need to get together, we know what to do, how to communicate, and where to go. That's for sure. No problem, Hudson Valley. You're good, man. You're a busy man. You're important. Take the phone call. We'll be here. Good to see you. Glad you're back. You know, folks, we have to do these things. Unfortunately, but fortunately, we think ahead of ourselves. We try to stay ahead of the curve of the mayhem that's going on in the world and be prepared for whatever we can, whenever we can. And this is just another tool in our toolbox, in our tool belt, in our glove box, or whatever. Wolfang, welcome in. Good to see you, my friend. You know, what about your neighborhood, folks? Do you have people in your neighborhood that you can rely on that, let's say, you have to go get a family member and only one or two of the parents are home and you have little ones at home? Do you take them with you? Or do you have a neighbor that you trust that is like minded like you that you could leave the little one with until you get back from picking up the rest? Teresa said, Vision, my mouth tends to move faster than my brain. Yep, mine too, Teresa, all the time. Thank you, Jim. You know, that's what we have to do, folks. We got to write it down because once it's on paper, we're committing to it, you know, and that brings more validity to it and purpose. Those are the things we have to do. We got to do it. You know, like the guys in Ohio after the bug out weekend, we kind of all we talked and said we need to do X, Y, and Z. So let's do it. And we did. And we're doing more and we're going to continue to do more because we're going to be Ohio strong if and when the poop comes out of the toilet. I'll leave it at that. Um, you know, so those are the things we have to do. Your neighborhood, your street, your community, your block, put a plan together for them. If, and here's a prime example, if the electrical grid goes down, can the neighbors come together to block off your street to make your street safe from marauders, invaders, whatever you want to call it, to protect the neighbors and the neighborhood? Those are the things we got to think about. Unfortunately, in these mayhemic times, we got to do it. Jim Ketchum's Mos Def. Yes, yes, absolutely. Astantine85 says, side note, what about Maui? I've heard everything from no funny business to 15-minute cities. Yep, I've heard it. I've seen it all. Pinball is giving away water filters to Hawaiians, taking donations too. Exactly. Roaming Prepper, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Working late. Hello, Vision, Hudson Valley, Survival, and the chat. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping in, Pete. I appreciate you. But folks, these are the things we got to think about and we got to do. Can your street, can everybody on your street or your block come together to protect everybody? That's part of the plan. Can you block off the streets or set up guard posts so in and out? If you don't live on the street, you don't get on the street. Plain and simple, family member, whatever. Um, that's true, Aston. Teen streets are not the only ways in and out of a neighborhood, but those are the easiest way in. I'm going to say that. Folks will drive through, drive by, drive in, drive over, whatever. Um, um, Fed Up American said if there was only one parent at the house and had to leave, the house would get locked down. We have a 100-pound boxer pit mix. My son is familiar with certain dispensers. There you go. Absolutely. That's part of your plan. And that's what you got to do, Fed Up. Absolutely. Um, you know, those are the things we have to think about. And once we think about it, we have to put it into action, put it in your tool belt. Hudson Valley says some got hopes and dreams. We've got ways and means. Absolutely. We have ways and means. We got to do it. I was talking with my neighbor the other day, and we had a nice conversation talking about how and what we can do for each other. That's just what we all have to do, folks, in these mayhemic times. Um, So once you've secured your plan, practice it, folks. Put a copy of the plan in every vehicle in your house, in your household, so that everybody understands it. Practice it. And practice it, I would say, practice it at least once a month for sure. Um, you know, Ghost, take care. Good to see you, my brother. I will be talking to you. Devil Dog said, if the grid goes down, do I have to go to work? That depends. Only if your boss calls you. If the grid goes down, I'm not thinking about work. I'm putting plans in action and knowing what I got to do for sure, for me and my family, without a doubt. Um, Fed Up American says we practice certain things at the house a few times a month. There you go. Right. The Livingston Man. Oh, hail the Livingston Man. Thank you for showing up. Just to let you know, there it is right there, folks. The one, the only autographed can of spam on the planet that has the Livingston Man's autograph. Thank you for stopping in, bruh. I appreciate you. I truly appreciate you. Mad Shad said, I'll be working overtime during SHTF. Yeah, you and me both, just not at the job. But folks, a no comms plan means everybody has to think, okay, mom and dad said this, or my wife knows this. Maybe you forgot something. You're right, the Livingston Man. Yes, exactly. That's why I'm going to enshrine it in plexiglass and put a sign on it, do not break, because this will not save your life. Exactly what I'm going to do. It's going to be worth billions someday. I may not see it. My grandchildren's grandchildren's grandchildren may, but I won't. I tell you that. But folks, write your plans down. Make sure everybody knows it. And I can't stress that enough. Also, if cell phones go down, Jim, you're absolutely right. I know. Angry Prepper don't want to hear it. Neither do I. I don't do spam, don't like spam. This is the only can of spam in my house. The only reason I let it in is because the Livingston Man took the time to sign it. That's the only reason it's here. That's it. Other than that, I would have tossed it right back to Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, who handed me the can, and say, no, thank you. But it was signed. So I took it graciously and honor that can, because one day it will be worth billions. So, and the dude says, no comms plan. Look for the thick black smoke. I'll be signaling. There you go. You may have to do smoke signals, folks. You never know. If that's in the plan, that's in your plan. I can't tell you what to put in your plan because I don't live in your household. I know the plan that works for me, and I know for a fact in my plan, there's two people that I have to go get. And with that, that's my plan. And when I go get them, I'm coming in hot and heavy, period. End of discussion. Aston Team 85 says, yes, the spam has star power now and will be a very expensive barter item now. Exactly. Now, Oki Khan said that spam needs to go in the safe. There you go. Absolutely. Jim Ketchum, right. You got to do what you got to do. Absolutely right. But folks, please, everybody, I'm giving y'all homework tonight. Okay. Here's your homework. Write your no comms plan down. Write it down. Because I'm going to ask you about it. What's today? Thursday, Saturday morning. Those of you that show up for Coffee Talk Saturday morning at 10 a.m., we're going to talk about your no comms plan and see if you did your homework. Everybody has to have a plan and should, especially if you have loved ones, children, family members, everybody that needs to know what to do when you can't pick up the phone and talk to them. Everybody in my family has one of these that needs one. And I've shown them how to use them. I've programmed them to the frequencies that we'll be using. plain and simple. Unbiased LLC, welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you. Lucky Dame, have a great evening, and tell the mister I said hello. Have a great evening. Thank you for stopping in. Folks, by the way, if you have not smashed the like button, do so for me, please. I would appreciate it. The can of spam up here would appreciate it also. Thank you. The Prepared Irishman said phone, text, ham, smoke signals, meetup points. Absolutely. All of those types should be in your no comms plan. And it should include details, what to do. What happens if you're going to plan A and somebody doesn't show up? What do? I don't know. I'm just asking. What do? That's what we got to do. Think about that stuff. I don't have all the answers, and I just want everybody to be thinking about this. Thank you, Oki Khan. That is an Aubrey extended antenna that works well, which has been tested and it works well. Mid GA preparedness, 40-foot high ham and GMRS antennas with backups and backup radios and enough radios to piss off the wife. You and me both, mid GA preparedness. And thanks to my good friend, the Prepared Irishman, he gave me an idea and that we're going to be working on shortly for the base station here at home. Take care, Whoop Bang. Have a great evening. But folks, have your plans, please. Write them down. Go over them with the family. Practice them. What else are some things that should be? The Prepared Irishman pretty much said it all in his plan, and I want to put it right back up on the screen as soon as I find it and go back through the chat, because he made some very, very good points, folks. Cell phones, ham radios, and of course, I'm not going to be able to find what he said now. Yeah. Anywho, things to do, things to have backups to your backups to your backups, because we all know 2 is 1, 1 is none. Your no comms plan. Your kids should know what to do if they don't hear from mom and dad, or mom and dad don't show up at the appointed place by the appointed time. They should know what to do. That should be the next step to go. Jim Ketchum, got to do what you got to do, as you said earlier. Absolutely. You know, we got to get it done, folks. Hudson Valley said, Prepared Irishman, solid plan. There it is right there. Phone, text, ham, smoke signals, meetup points. Yes. Include all of that. Put all of those types of things, folks, into your no comms plan. Phone. If the phone doesn't work, if you can't get a phone call, try a text. If a text doesn't get through, ham radio. Every vehicle in your household should have one. And if not, they should know that meetup points, if you need smoke signals, pop smoke and do it. Yardbird said, I'm adding make a plan right now to my to-do list. There you go, Yardbirds. Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. But folks, these are the things we have to think about. And if you need help making a plan, you can email me, get in touch with some of the other great, amazing, smart folks in the chat as well. Visionpreparedness@gmail.com. The dude says seasonal birds are good for signals for perimeter and SHTF. The whippoorwill birds go all get round me. Exactly. Aston85 said, what about comms in the non-communication, e.g. radios that don't require cell towers? Right here, Aston, exactly. Ham radios don't require cell phone towers. For sure. You can get them on Amazon. Just be careful. Baofeng radios, there's a plethora of antennas out there. There's way more smarter folks. Prepared Irishman said, I was kidding about the smoke signal. Who knows? You may have to pop some red smoke, some blue smoke, some green smoke. You never know. Ascentine85 says, cash, precious metals in case you need to buy your way home to the meeting points. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Hudson Valley, more animal calls, miners throwing rocks, whatever. Right. Yeah, exactly. So, folks, these are the things we have to think about. Right. Pretty Pepper, welcome in. Good to see you. Mention that. Sat phones. Absolutely. Satellite phones. They're out there. They're expensive, but they're there. You could. Runny Outdoors. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well, Derek. I hope everything is doing well on your side of the pond. If you don't mind, folks, if you have not seen any of the Runny Outdoors adventures, please, Runny, do me a favor, type the word vision. It will drop your link. Folks, check out these amazing content creators. Hudson Valley said, if I got to throw a rock at you to get your attention, hell yeah, absolutely. Yes, throw a rock. Mad Shad says, schedule radio checks, rally points, times at rally points, contingency for scenarios. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, Prepared Irishman said it was a bad joke. Yep, get a Morphe charger. Just in case, folks, get a charger for your radios in case they're dead. I literally once a month I will gather all of my radios in the house and in my vehicle, and I will turn them on, let the batteries run down, and recharge them, and make sure that every one of them is topped off and charging and working. Those are the things that we gotta do. Not just the plan itself, but the plan B. If plan A doesn't plan out in said time, right, 12 hours, people are still missing. What is plan B? To find the others. Exactly. Absolutely. Yes. Sweet Thumb says you should also have a known breadcrumb system. Absolutely. Absolutely. Without a doubt. Yes, there you go, right there. Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival said, holler at him. Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival at gmail.com. Absolutely. Mike talks about a no comms plan all the time. Gotta have it, folks. Right. Exactly, Livingston man. Everybody scoffs at a ham radio, and all of us that have ham radios till their cell phones don't work. Then they want to borrow the radio. Absolutely not. Get your own. Ghost Lincoln said, glad I trusted my gut. Power is out, but all backups are working for the necessities. There you go, Ghost. Glad everything is back up and working. And folks, that's what we got to do. Like Hudson Valley said, it's up to you and your group what to do if nobody shows up. That's right. If nobody shows, the group has to make the call. What do we do? That's a call you guys got to make. The things that do that, you got to do it and stick to it. I understand no man or woman left behind, but you got to put a plan together and know what's going on. The Prepared Irishman said, I think there was some folks in Canada was trying to signal us. Yeah. Livingston man says satellite are first things to stop in the event of EMP. There you go. Oh, perfect, Hudson Valley. Great idea, Mike. Or leave a rock or a pile of rocks. You never know what a signal to your group could look like. Right. Pile of rocks with whatever, a particular rock pointing in a direction, or a pile of rocks meaning they went to the next meeting point, or don't wait on them, they're on their way home. Something like that. Yeah. Simple stuff, folks. Low tech. SHTF event Grid down, EMP goes off. Low tech will win all the time. Always. Teresa says, Ghost Lincoln, yep, you got what just left here. Pretty nasty, but didn't last but maybe 45 minutes. There you go. Yardbird said, get an extended battery for that butt dong radio vision. Dude, I have multiple batteries for every phone. Every ham radio I have has 2 batteries for it. And they all stay charged. And, don't hate, celebrate. These are the things. Parabellum. Right. In an SHTF situation, don't overshare or give info over the ham that could compromise you. That's right, folks. Part of your no comms plan, if you have to use a ham radio, have code words. Use code words. Just like Parabellum Prepper said, that doesn't give away a lot of information to compromise you or your group. Use code words. And Prepared Irishman said, good point. Absolutely. Absolutely. Don't overcomplicate it. The quicker you're on and leave the important information, the quicker you can get off. Roaming Prepper said, I need to chat with you tomorrow about how the drilling teams signal in the Badlands out here, no phone. I'd be interested to hear that, Roaming Prepper, as well. Yeah. Yes. Don't overcomplicate it, folks. Devil Dog said, I need more than 24 hours in a day or a second me. I have so much to do, just not enough time. I'm with you, Devil Dog. Same here. Yeah. Roaming Prepper said, Livingston Man, when you get to do a crashing satellite party, open tequila and wait for the sats to burn up in the atmosphere. There you go. There you go. Right, Jim. Old school works. Absolutely, folks. Low tech will go and work all the time. Camo Carl, welcome in, welcome in. He said, don't really have anyone I'd be in touch with if SHTF, no family, and the few friends would be near enough to contact in person, but I'd miss my YouTube family. Likewise. But that's good, Camo Carl, that, the ones that are important to you are that close that you can have in-person contact with. That's a good thing. Hudson Valley, another great idea. Open a mailbox, open windows, hobo signal. Many ways to signal folks without others knowing what you're saying. Right. Remember the movie Enemy of the State? Will Smith would walk by a mailbox with chalk and draw a mark in one direction, which meant a specific thing. Right. Hudson Valley said, can't leave a note saying, the Livingston Man, I'm down the road at Bob's, come through. Yeah, can't do it. You gotta signal that only those that know the signals know what they mean and know what to do. Stewart's Prepping, welcome in and good to see you, my friend. Yeah, that's exactly what we got to do. Jim Ketchum said, Trent, I'm focused on AA batteries. Those driveway night lights all have rechargeable AA batteries. I'm with you. On my property, all the lights, except for some strategically placed lights, are solar. The rest will come on. Trust me, and I'll leave it at that. Right, Ghost. Use the KISS method. Keep it short and simple. Stupid. Yes. Right. That's what we have to do. Yardbird said that is a famous nickname for the Baofeng radios. Yeah. Yeah. Keep it short and simple, folks. And I'm way behind in the chat. But that's what we got to do. All right, Roaming Prepper. He said you got to go. Big shoot tomorrow. 120 targets in 90 minutes. Going to be rocking. Please, Roaming Prepper, by the way, let me know what gun you win, because every time you go to a shoot, you win a gun, whether you shoot or not. Have a great day. Be safe. God bless you. Knock them down. Do what you got to do and stay safe. Take your IFAC with you also. You never know. You got that right, Jim. Right. Good movies teach a whole lot of knowledge. Absolutely. Right. Thank you, Devil Dog. He said, folks, if you haven't already done so, please smash the thumbs up. Appreciate that. And thank you, Devil Dog. But folks, Jim said AA batteries for comms, Cobras. Correct. That is true. I have some FSR radios that have a USB port on them to recharge them. So I can take one of my portable chargers or generator if need, solar generator if need so, to plug those in and be there. Yes, indeed, Hudson Valley. Appreciate you, my brother. I'll see you over there. And thanks for dropping in, and we'll be talking. You know, folks, it's amazing that 15 years, 20 years ago, I would even fathom us having a conversation about no comms plans. But because there's mayhemic abound in the world, we have to talk about such topics. I want to thank everybody for stopping in. I hope this got everybody thinking, if nothing else. That was my goal. That is my goal. Put a plan in place for no communications with your family. Write it down. Go over the plan. Practice the plan. Do dry runs, folks, and make sure everybody understands and have multiple plans in place, as we all should have. The Livingston man is his own android, and he can do whatever he wants. Absolutely. That's what we got to do. Yeah. I thought you two were attached at the hip. There we go. You know, you never know, folks, when we have to institute and put our plans into action. You know, Teresa is in the great state of Ohio. Yes, Ohio strong, we are. You know, but we all have plans. Prepared Irishman, again, get your ham radios licensed, folks. And like I've said in our description, hamprepradio.com, you can use the coupon code VISION20 and get 20% off of the study material. We get just a small piece of change, but you save 20% when getting ready to study and take your ham radio license test, folks. That's what we got to do. Yardbirds, thank you. I try. I don't know everything. I just try to get people thinking, to moving down and being more prepared. By the way, for those of you still in the chat, and I don't see him, Hudson Valley left and all of that. Anyway, for those of you that joined or saw Tuesday's live about prepping essentials and prepping on a budget, we are going to have a follow-up to that with a panel discussion. I'm trying to put that together for next Thursday with some other folks from the community, and we're going to talk more about that. But for MAYHEMIC Thursday, what's your no-com plan? If you don't have a plan, you don't have a plan. And that's worse than anything. Practice, practice, practice. Put it together. Write it down. Commit to it, folks, for everybody that you love and care for in your family, in your community, in your neighborhood. Put it together. With that, I hope this helped. I hope everybody got something out of this, at least one thing. Thank you so much, Teresa. I appreciate it. Devil Dog and all of the Ohio folks, we will be doing something for us here in Ohio. We just need to get together and talk about it and figure out what we're going to do and where we're going to do it at. With that, folks, remember this. Keep prepping, because your family depends on you and it depends on your life. God bless you guys. I appreciate everybody. Thank you for coming over and hanging out with me. And I will see you in the next video. Good night. God bless. Stay safe. Have an amazing Friday. Have an amazing weekend. And I'll see you in the next video. Vision Preparedness. I'm out. The time is now. The time is now. The time is now. I'm Trent, and this is Vision Preparedness. The time is now. The time is now.